Hey people, Inquisitor 3v3, Migoridisil, or however you say the name of this map. Blue team, Lucidic is a force commander, very good offense, fights in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support. We got some Blood Ravens alongside, a couple of Imperial Guard. First up, BestN00b is an Inquisitor, offensive hero with powerful control abilities, begins in melee combat but can get specialized ranged weapons. We got the Vostroyan Firstborn with the fancy hats. And alongside, rounding off the blue team, Sekarma is a Lord General, fights in ranged combat, begins with a retinue of stormtroopers, can add to these guys throughout the game, giving him more abilities, very strong defense and support. Red team, Gaius Baltar is a Chaos Lord, durable and destructive hero, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed, with powerful offense and disruption, fighting in melee combat. Excuse me. We got the Thousand Suns elite scheme. Alongside some Eldar, first up Noisy with a Warp Spider Exarch, a teleporting hero that fights in ranged combat by default. Some powerful control abilities and great capping and harassing. He's harassing these Imperial Guard right now. Got harassed himself and had to teleport away. Rounding off the teams is Dance in my GoBlin porn movie as a Warlock, a melee spellcaster that can leap into combat. Some powerful disruption and support. So mid has turned blue, thanks to all of the las guns they could find. There's a good stomp on the Banshees, they need to retreat now. A little bit of a late to join is Dance, but we do have Banshees in play still. That Sentinel got very low, but is able to back away. Banshees are not sure what they're going to achieve here. The retinue are strangely split up from the Lord General, and the Hammer of the Witches took one down. Good start for the blue team in the contested VP here. Blue team also have a natural VP to the south. Red team have a natural to the north. Force Commander ties up some CSM. And we got Shotgun Scouts in play. Chaos Lord with a swing and a miss on that special attack. The Force Commander going to die. Maybe. Chaos Lord's going after him. Smack. He lives. How dare he live. Down to 5 hit points. He tried to finish him off with his combi bolter there, but couldn't quite manage it. 1-to-1 cap very early on. Here comes Noisy to support the natural VP. Kill the weak from the Chaos Lord. His starting ability, knockback, and also heals him for each model he hits. I'm not sure exactly what the numbers are for that. Like, how much does it heal it? That was a special attack against a Sentinel from the Warlock. Not the smartest play, buddy. Maybe they should... Have they not given the Sentinel, like, tons of melee skills so that doesn't happen? I think they did that for Predator tanks. They gave them like plus 100 melee skill or something mental, so characters don't waste their time doing special attacks on them. Surely the same thing should be done for Sentinels. Gaius Baltar with those CSM, enter some Raptors. Got some more Guardsmen, of course, for BestN00b and Sekarma. Chased off those fellas, did the Banshees. Can they get the mid though? We do have a Guardian weapon team. We also have a multi-laser turret up here from BestN00b. Doing some good damage to this Guardian weapon team here. It will be dealt with though. Was it dealt with or was it scuttled there at the end? Might have been salvaged by BestN00b to get some resources back right at the end there. But red team will take the mid. Banshees and the Warp Spider are blob capping. Oh, they are. Just having a little meeting. Banshees now backing away behind the Shuriken. And it's another Guardian weapon team for Noisy, and we have one up for GoBlin. Force Commanders found some bolt pistol targets, took a couple of them out. Tactical Marines behind with Scouts, but they don't really have a way to get through this suppression. There's some Raptors jumping in from Gaius Baltar. Will now be disrupted most likely by the Force Commander. He's got his power sword too, so he should do some good work against those fellas. Going to get a model soon. I don't think he used his battle cry. Did get a model. Yeah, I don't think he used the battle cry, even though the sword makes the battle cry even better. Got some Assault Marines here, and they're going to jump the double Guardian weapon teams. That's not a good place to put it from Dance. Right next to the other one, so they can both be jumped like that. Raptors still in play, suppressing stuff. Here comes some Heretics too, with an aspiring champion. Banshees also suppressing with their War Shout. We do still have one Guardian weapon team in play from Noisy, and they are holding the mid. A good kill the weak from the Chaos Lord. Got his combi flaming out. Like a combi bolter with extra fire. and just more DPS outright. Very good for chasing and picking off models, allows him to level up really well. Catachan's on the field for Sekarma and BestN00b, the first player to go for a pretty early tier 2 here. We'll see what the thinking is. Quick Chimera, quick Ogrins. Doubling up on the Stormtroopers maybe. The contested power's blue and has 2 gens on it. Both the naturals are full as well. Having a little look is the Eldar stuff, but they're going to get pincered. Noisy's forced to retreat. Does creep forward with the Guardian Weapon team though. Chaos Lord hanging out in his weird like Eldar ruins. Like big chunks of Wraithbone, I suppose. Fancy special attack from the Warlock. Oh no, that was him putting the Immolate. I was going to say, what is he attacking? Did he do a special attack on the node? No, just throwing some fire down. Here come the Banshee. He's going to get stomped. There it is. This guy got Hammer of the Witch to the face. Inquisitor gets in. Not going to get much further though. Did the Raptors get away? Yeah, they got away. Looks like the players are starting to think about their tier 2s. That was a really good grenade from Dance. Ouch indeed. It was Sekarma's stuff, I think. Mainly they'll get hit. Looks like some of BestN00b's got hit too. And it is a quick Chimera from BestN00b. Transport and support vehicle can get inside it. Also reinforce off it. Unique among transports in that you can shoot little guns off the top if you're inside, which sounds fun for the fellas inside. What is this? It's a downed Chaos Lord. I guess as long as there's blood, Khorne's happy, eh? Those flame attacks are quite low, but they are capping now. And this is a dicey fight for the Assault Marines. I don't really want to fight Banshees 1v1 without their Merciless Strike, without any support. 383 to 479. Get this camera back to default, shall we? Chaos Lord is going to get revived. Noisy should level off that. Oh no. Gets grenaded off that. That's what happened. Now they're both down over there. Dance could go over, get a whole bunch of XP. Yep, he died. Sneaky, sneaky Lucidic. Very experienced player Lucidic, all the way back from retail days. Much like Noisy, of course. 1-to-1 cap here. Blue team are retaking the mid. They have this Chimera up. So you could see some Wraithguard in response from one or both of those Eldar players. Do we see any... Yeah, it looks like he's coming over to try and revive. Assault Squad jumping in. Messing up the Guardian Weapon team there. Look at that. They have their... No, they don't have their Sergeant. I thought I saw a Power Sword for a second. Banshees also don't have... These guys don't even have an Aspect, actually. Assault Squad jumping in. Heretics are there. So is the Warlock. Just wants to try and stay alive for now so he can revive his buddies. Raptors counter-initiate. Chimera is still here though, and it can pump out some amount of damage. It's got the heavy bolter on front, it's got the multi-laser turret, and of course the little turrets on the side from the fellas inside. Did not get the revive, and actually might be chased down, not quite. Bunch of death there for Gaius Baltar. That wasn't too bad. Didn't drop any Raptors. I thought some Raptors died. Got some Plague Marines now to help deal with this Chimera. Wraith Lord for Noisy. Nothing yet for Dance in tier 2. Loads of requisition. Red team get their natural back. Blue team sitting pretty in the mid right now. Need a concerted push against the Chimera because there's lots of repair support there for it. Good work from Lucidic's scouts. Great work, in fact. Killed that Warp Spider, which has caused lots of problems for the red team, trying to get those guys back up. And got a nice decap over there, harassed some Banshees. Here's your Wraith Lord. Big old Ghost Glaive Sword, going for a Shuriken on the shoulder. A whole bunch of piercing damage, anti-infantry. Whereas the Bright Lance is in play for the Guardian Weapon team to try and get that Chimera. They have missiles up for both of the Sentinels, which did both survive tier 1. And another Chimera for Sekarma. Wraith Lord's taking a bunch of damage actually. Here's a flank from Dance. Uh-oh, Dire Avengers died. Where are the Wraith Guard? Here we go. Double Wraith Guard on the way for Dance. Raptors with a heavy melee Demon Maul. Suppressing the Plasma Gun Guardsman. Don't do a whole lot else though. Some idle heretics in the mid, not sure what they're up to. Didn't worship. Oh man, we're just shooting stuff and down goes some CSM. Bad fight for Gaius Baltar. Heretics did survive. 377, 364. Little flank now from Lucidic. These guys are getting their Melter Bomb. Also gives you a blind grenade, but you rarely see that used. Very rarely. Anything else for the Force Commander? Not yet. Wraith Lord messed up those guys. One more swing might have killed those fellas. You have a Librarian using his Veil of Time on those Tactical Marines. Here's the Wraith Guard using the healing webway there. They have these Wraith Cannons. Nasty damage to everything. Relatively short range. Have an AoE on them. They also suppress infantry units that they hit. These guys are very vulnerable to melee, and it turns out a bunch of plasma guns. There's too much here for them to shoot at. Being overwhelmed. Blue team now have a triple cap. Played this very well since tier 2. Gaius Baltar needs to try and recover here. Scouts doing so much work sneaking around this western side. There's not a whole lot the heretics can do about it too, because if they rush them, they'll just get shotgunned, maybe even grenaded. Maybe both. But these guys are level 2 now. Is it a whirlwind? It's a whirlwind. Trying to repair that Wraith Lord, which is doing a lot of good damage here, but needs some support. They need to go together. With the double Wraith Guard and the Wraith Lord, they should be able to do some work. Here's the Wraith Guard back. Wraith Lord getting repairs, but taking missile hits. Also took a hunter-killer missile from the whirlwind. There's what the Wraith Guard can do. Just bleeding those guardsmen dry. They are reinforcing 3 at a time though, off the Chimera. Since 293, of course, they cost more, so cost more to reinforce. They also take slightly longer to reinforce. Oh wow, one volley took out that Chimera there. So there is more of an economic impact to this standard kind of Chimera supported by Guardsmen tier 2. Pushed on through. Can they get the VP though? There's still stuff here. Raptors got wrecked by a whirlwind shot. Force Commander sticking by his Assault Marines. Maybe the Chaos Lord wants to get one of his nasty melee weapons out. Got Arm of the Inferno. Can a Wraith Guard get a shot on these guys before they jump them? They can. Really good shot too. Took a smite from the Librarian. Might need to back away towards the Wraith Lord. Nope, they dealt with it. They dealt with it. It is worth noting that Wraith Guard do friendly fire and they can devastate allied units with those shots. Need to be a little bit careful. Well, red team got it done. 377 to 221. I don't think anything's going to get onto that VP, but can they get onto the power maybe? Wraith Guard should deal with it quite quickly. A bunch of gens. These fellas have their Spirit Seer Warlocks. Allows them to see further. And maybe shoot further. It also increases their speed. I'm not sure if it increases the range of their weapons. I think it's just vision range. The Warlock will also grant them Wraith Sight if he's nearby. Decent walk through there. Set up a little bit of a push. Got those guys off the field, but they can break their retreat because they have a Commissar. There's Immolate and a bunch of Wraith Cannon shots. Got back out again. Needs to reinforce these guys. There's nothing to reinforce off in the mid. Tier 3 for Noisy, Tier 3 for Lucidic. Falcon would be good about now, but they can just use the webway. Get back to base quickly, heal up, and get right back out here. Wraith Lord just leveled to 2. Basically, I mean, used as a ranged unit at the moment. A range unit that just pimp slaps you if you get close, I guess. Been pretty effective so far. Are you guys repairing? You don't seem to be repairing, fellas. The heretics, I mean. There we go. Missile launcher tactical marines here. A Baneblade on the way for BestN00b. That could be in trouble. Got the Wraith Lord melee, you've got a Bright Lance, you've got the Wraith Guard, you've also got the Plague Marines. Why are they moving so fast? Oh, it must be the Fleet Global from the Warlock. Banshee's getting in amongst some guardsmen. Catechins are kind of caught out there. And there's a phase shift from the Warp Spider. Is he setting up a nuke? No, doesn't have enough for it. Does have an anti-grav grenade for some really good control. Banshees need to run away, I think. Gonna die. I think they're gone. Yeah, they were level 3 as well. Probably was looking at their Wraith Guard there, Dance. It's a rough little push there. We do have a Chaos Predator up. Oh boy. It was rough for those guys too. But Gartus, BestN00b seems to love using this at the moment in 3v3s. Messes up those Wraith Guard and they have to run. 286 to 221 on the VPs. That red debuff circle there is because they just got close enough to the Plague Marines to be slowed down by them. It's not much of a slow, but it helps. Every little helps. Gonna get a big swing and a hit on the Librarian. Maybe another one. Almost got it. It's a Mark of Khorne Predator tank. None of this Mark of Nurgle or Mark of Tzeentch business. Mandate on the way for the Inquisitor. That's a warp throw. It's one way to stop a cat. And that's a singularity. Yes, it is. Turns some guardsmen into mincemeat. This is Noisy's D-Cannon and a Land Raider Redeemer on the way for Lucidic. Where's that Baneblade? There it is. Bad news for the Wraith Lord. Does have Wraith Bone. For the self-heal. Oh, do you already want to use it there, though? Can't move while he's regenerating like that. Thought he'd back away a little bit more. Here come the Wraith Guard. Need to be careful they don't get Demolisher Cannon into the face. All of them. They are... Yep, there it is. Wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. Didn't knock them over. They are resistant to weapon knockback. But I thought the Demolisher Cannon was ability knockback. I guess not. Oh, they are getting some shots on this Baneblade, and here come Raptors with melter guns, which means they have a melter bomb. Can they throw it? They can. Can they shoot it though? They're shooting at guardsmen at the moment. I think they just messed up by the pathing there. Can they get this Baneblade right here, right now? Wraith Guard are not close to it, but it's being pushed quite hard by Gaius Baltar. And they do get it. Nicely done, Gaius. Force Commander's got a Power Fist now. Banshee's chopping up scouts. We've got another decap over there. Single for blue, actually. BestN00b can now rocket run, which could be very nasty. Gaius Baltar can also drop a nuke, as can Dance. Lucidic and sekarma not that far away. Here is the Land Raider Redeemer. Acts as a mobile base. Oh, there's a nuke. Imperial Abyss takes out the Whirlwind. Eldritch now. Over there. He's aiming for the Leman Russ. BestN00b is now depleted down to 2 units. sekarma not that far behind. Terminator's coming, says Lucidic. BestN00b not a fan of the map for some reason. 260 to 199. Your Plague Marines what? Are they stuck? Alright. Oh, they're annoying. Yes, they are. For enemies. 252 to 199 on the VPs. 2 to 1 for red. Wraith Lord is still going. It's been awesome. Just used as his gun platform that dares anything to get close to it. Really cool. We've got Warp Spiders now for Dance. Some more anti-vehicle then. Noisy's floating quite a lot. Might be saving up for an avatar. So yeah, you can retreat back to this land raider, will also reinforce you, and you can duck inside of it. Even Terminators can get inside this thing. It's roomy, spacious. Assault Terminators on the field now for Lucidic, unique to the Force Commander, Thunderhammers and Storm Shields. Pimp slapped by the Wraith Lord. Just take a backhand and knock some Terminators 20 feet casually. So the Wraith Lord does have melee resistance, as will those Assault Terminators have. So it's a relatively even fight there, but the Terminators now go after the tank, which is not a fair fight for the tank. Rocket Run does some work to the Wraith Guard. 213 to 199. Can the tank survive? No, it cannot survive. Wraith Lord may also go down, eating missiles, eating a Power Fist, also ate a Melter Bomb. It's healing itself with Wraith Bone. Can they save it here? It's getting a lot of repairs. Assault Squad in the background. It's a good push by the blue team, you know. Especially after those recent losses, the Terminators, as you may expect, really changing the dynamic here in the mid. Wraith Lord falls, was a heroic Wraith Lord. Maybe even got level 4 before it fell. Banshees also escaped. How are the Banshees level 1? That's crazy. 187, 199. Blue team now take the mid. BestN00b only has 2 units and pushed with that somehow. Oh, these guys got their claws. Avatar on the way for Noisy. And he's not going to want to fight those fellas with their lightning claws. They will rip it apart. All that power melee DPS. You can see Hammer of the Witches here on the Warlock's face. And the mandate goes up and she gets it stuck in, does the Inquisitor. To tie up the Wraith Guard. Wraith Guard have done a lot of work so far. Only one of them remains though, they are level 4. Oh, Inquisitor might go down here. Gets knocked over at the worst possible time for her. Damage over time does get her, and a warp thrown out into a nice big blob for the Wraith Guard to shoot. There we go. And the Immolator goes in. Pathogen's trying to close for melee. They do have power melee weapons, so they will mess up those Wraith Guard in close combat, but they couldn't quite get there. Warlock also falls. Another tank here for Gaius Baltar, and it's more Mark of Khorne. He knows what Dark God he likes, eh? 1-to-1 cap here, another Bane Blade on the way for BestN00b. Manticore for sekarma. This is a singularity, I think. Indeed it is. Those guys are going to get messed up. Little bits of Stormtroopers now. Could make a soup. He's got the sniper rifle and runs away. We have a medical bunker here from BestN00b. Don't think this is a good place for you to be, Raptors. Librarian will mess you up with his 4-sword. That webway's still going, and red team looks like they're going to get the mid back. Here's the Avatar. Soup unit for Eldar, really powerful in combat, and has some nice passive buff aura going on. Doesn't want to fight these guys though, as I said. Comes a Chaos Lord to get stuck in. Getting some lightning claws of his own. They got the cat. Looks like the Distort Field was on them from the Warlock's Global. Maybe. Level 4 Warp Spider doesn't have a weapon yet. Very close. 175 to 159. That was a Progatus. Was kind of isolated there, the Inquisitor. Bane Blade coming up the other side though. That is the is that the Force Commander? It is. Tank is pretty low. Needs to get away from this area. Force Commander to fall over. Scouts continue to be complete pains in the arse. Are you going to chuck a grenade? What are you doing? They're going to die if they're not careful. Lucidic lost sight of them for a second, but the Heretics did not get in there. Missile launcher Tactical Marines now, down to 1 model. Heretics need to tie them up or something. Looks like the worship was enough to save that. Avatar took a lot of damage. Ogrins are fighting a Warlock now. Absolutely crazy game at the end here. 167 to 148. Wraith Guard pretty good 1v1 against a tank. Maybe not an Executioner, but this is a Vanquisher. They are persuaded to back off from the Manticore strike though. Librarian barely survives. And the blue team got the mid back. Inquisitor seems to be permanently at barely any health. Gonna get the absolute most they can out of him, BestN00b. And gets the revive there. Gonna level her to 5. There we go. Force Commander's already level 5. And he's got his teleporter. Can they get the mid back? It's not gonna be easy. Falcon up here for Noisy. Everything can double Falcons. That's a weird one. GoBlin or Dance, whatever his name is, needs to get something on the field here. Not an Avatar. Fire Prism maybe for the disruption. Oh, looks like Noisy has cancelled the Falcon to get a Fire Prism. And here comes some Rangers for Dance. Help them spot stuff maybe. Were they... I'm not sure what caused them to get there. I thought maybe the Inquisitor was using Interrogator's armor to infiltrate stuff, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. He doesn't have it. Avatar having a bad time fighting those Lightning Claws. They teleported out. Why did they teleport out? They were going to kill it. They really didn't want to get hit by the Wrath of Cain there. They would have survived it and just got back up. But teleported away. And now they're getting entangled. And kind of messed up. Had to get the Librarian to save them there. But that's a pretty hard counter to the Terminators, the entangling web. I mean, it doesn't hurt them by itself, obviously. Hard counter in the sense that it completely shuts down their mobility. Eldritch for the Baneblade. Somehow, wow, it avoided shots. It avoided bolts of giant Eldar lightning for a while there. An orbital and a rocket run. Absolute crazy ending. Blue team, can they get the mid? Heretics are going to fall. Or are they? Yes, they are. It doesn't seem like the orbital hit that much. Level 4 Chaos Lord goes after the Force Commander here. Fire Prism lives. Falcon was dealt with at some point. Sleeman Russ has done a lot of work too, level 3. These guys have to run. Do they know that the webway's there now? Well, the Manticore took it out either way. Chaos Lord gets a revive. Levels him to 5. He's really bad news now for these Assault Squad fellas. Not sure what they're trying to do. I guess get a Melter Bomb or something. Lucky to get away there. The Avatar's healed up. They need a concerted push though, the red team, sorry. Down goes the tank. That was Lucidic's tank. Assault Terminators are where? They are coming out of base right now with the Force Commander, I guess. Yep. Imperial Abyss from Gaius Baltar. That's pretty tasty. Killed a bunch of stuff, but it was mostly Imperial Guard infantry, not the most high value targets typically. If we wiped out the Kassakin, that would have been cool, but I think it only got a couple of models of him. Uh-oh. Force Commander going after the Fire Prism. Did not use Flesh over Steel, didn't need to. Still goes down. Still goes down. Triple cap for blue. They are getting this back. Those scouts did so much work. Have they got this now off this triple? There's a single. They need to cap the mid, the red team. Looks like they're going to run out of time. I think the blue team have this. And they do have it. All because of what I assume was the scouts there giving their life to get that cap. And they didn't respond quickly enough in the mid. They got phased and couldn't move. Hell of a close game though. Some crazy engagements. So the level 6 Force Commander, level 5 Inquisitor, level 7 Lord General, level 5 Chaos Lord, level 5 Warp Spider, and a level 7 Warlock at the end. There you have it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.